What is going on, everybody? Welcome into TTP Sports. I'm alive. Don't have to worry. I know I haven't done things in the past few weeks. I understand. Very bad by me. Very bad by me. I don't want to do excuses. But yes, past few weeks have been definitely very busy in terms of the editing schedule, so I apologize for that. But we are here on a very early Sunday afternoon to discuss Olympic hockey. Olympic hockey, because Team USA wins gold against Canada for the first time since 1980. Oh my God. Never thought I would see the day. Never thought I would see the day that Team USA would take down Canada to win gold. Olympic gold, that is. That was fantastic. Now, the game itself, I don't think USA deserved to win the game. Let's be real here. I don't think USA definitely did not deserve to win today's game, because there were so many sections of today's game where, oh my, Canada was just completely dominating them and completely outplaying them. But, you know, when you have a goaltender in Connor Hellebuyck that is making save after save after save after save after save after save, in the way that he was playing today, my God, it was glorious. It was beautiful. The save that he made on Devin Taves. Taves had the biggest wide open net in the world. He was literally in the crease, and somehow Hellebuyck gets the paddle of his stick on the puck to send it in a different direction. That is crazy. That is crazy. And Nathan McKinnon in the third period had same thing, backdoor wide open net. Doesn't bury it, hits the side of the net. That dude is going to be seeing that play over and over and over and over and over and over again in his nightmares. That's how badly he missed that opportunity. And seriously, yeah, USA, I thought they played a good first period. The goal by Matt Boldy was it was sick. The way that he split Taves and McCarr, using the backhand to poke the puck up and splitting those two and, just putting the puck by Binnington. That was an electric goal. You get out of the first period up 1-0. I thought you were playing a good game. I thought it was very nice back and forth style of hockey right there. But then once Canada goes on the 5-on-3 in the second period, the tide really definitely started to shift in Canada's favor, where they were just bringing the momentum into your face, and you could not hold them back. They were doing literally everything possible to hem you into the defensive zone, and eventually it came back to backfire on you with icing the puck so many times, and then Cale Makar eventually finds the back of the net. Connor Hellebuyck isn't going to stop every single goddamn puck, so that he's human. He is human, so eventually he was going to allow one, so you tie the game up there. Third period, definitely more of Canada dominating and definitely more of you sitting on your heels, but you do get a 4-minute power play in the late stages of the third period. Jack Hughes taking a high stick, chopping 2 of his fucking teeth off in the process of that high stick. Dude's teeth were fucking missing, so holy fuck. Dude's bleeding on the ice, missing a couple of teeth, like two teeth cracked off from the high stick, and you get a 4-minute power play. Nothing happens, but then eventually Jack Hughes takes a penalty on the end of that power play. You go on 4-on-4 for a little bit. Canada goes on the power play for the rest of that time, and you manage to kill that off. So USA's penalty kill throughout this entire tournament for the Olympics has been perfect. So that's crazy to even say that as well. So that was fun. But you managed to get to the overtime. And yes, one thing I will criticize about Olympic hockey, gold medal game, winner take all, should not be decided by 3-on-3. I think that is very stupid. Personally, I think that's very stupid. But you do got to make the moments matter when they count. And, we basically were all saying that this is NHL level talent. You're putting them in 3-on-3. This overtime is not going to last that long. What was it, barely 5 minutes of overtime? And Jack Hughes, off of a great forecheck by Zach Werenski in the Canada zone, I believe he was forcing Cale Makar back, and Cale Makar just, I guess, couldn't handle the forecheck of Werenski, and just a beautiful setup to Jack Hughes, who just buries it 5-hole by Jordan Binnington to win gold. That was electric. And I was thinking to myself the entire fucking time, man, is USA going to lose this? Just because Canada's destroying them on every single chance. But you had a goaltender in Connor Hellebuyck that was basically keeping you within the entire game. Like Connor Hellebuck, seriously, he is the reason that you win gold. Connor Hellebuck is seriously the reason why Team USA wins gold today. He was fucking fantastic. He was fantastic the entire tournament, really. And there definitely were, I would say, a lot of concerns for Team USA in terms of like not the goal, like, the talent for the goaltending was there, but it was just the fact that the pedigree of Connor Hellebuck, specifically in playoffs for the National Hockey League. Definitely not the best track record. He's a very good regular season goaltender. Multiple Vezinas, won the Hart Trophy last year, so he's a fantastic player. But yeah, the track record in the playoffs isn't there with him. And he proved a lot of people wrong in this tournament, and he was fantastic in this gold medal game. Fantastic. And I'm sure there were a lot of people that were downing a lot of Jack Hughes too. And Jack Hughes definitely had a lot of doubters, especially when it comes to playoff hockey. You know, him and, not being able to stay healthy, stay on the ice. Some people don't think he can succeed in playoff hockey. I think he proved a lot of people wrong in this game, in this tournament, because I thought Jack Hughes was actually very good in this tournament, especially getting the golden goal. Shows a lot of trust right there from Mike Sullivan and the coaching staff. That was very fun to watch. But man, it's crazy. That it was a fun game. It was a very fun, high intensity game that I didn't want to end. I didn't want it to end. That's one of those things, because this entire Olympic tournament is probably the most fun I've had watching hockey in a very long time. Very long time. And this is just coming from a Flyers fan where, the hockey hasn't been the best for a little bit of here, and, the Flyers kind of killed the enjoyment of the league for me. Granted, I still enjoy the playoffs and all that stuff. I can't get enough of playoff hockey, but still, like, the Flyers, they killed the enjoyment of hockey for me because it's been so bad with them. But watching just international competition, watching best on best just go up against each other in this entire Olympic tournament, especially for the women's side too. The women's Canada USA gold medal game, that was insane too, by Keller in the 3-on-3 overtime. That goal that she pulled off in that situation, that was fucking insane. Holy fuck, that was insane too. So USA not even dominant, like this USA just taking down Canada in both gold medal games. That was fun as hell. Fuck you, Canada. But yeah, like, this tournament was fun. This was fun, and we definitely got a little bit of a taste of it with the Four Nations last year, of what the intensity, that international competition with, I need NHL players back in the Olympics. That's what we desperately need, and we finally got that. Holy fuck. Holy fuck. It sucks that it's over. It definitely sucks that it's over, because now we got to go back to watching fucking Flyers hockey. That's the one thing that sucks. That's the one thing that fucking sucks. It really does. I do see the comment right here from Chris saying Torts beat Taka. Yeah, John Tortorella, one of the assistant coaches for Team USA. Taka was the assistant coach for Canada and all that under John Cooper. Torts under Mike Sullivan and everything there. So there was some Flyers representatives in this Olympics. Sanheim was on Team Canada. I thought Sanheim had a pretty nice Olympics, so good for him. Ristolainen for Team Finland, he won bronze. I think Ristolainen had a pretty good Olympics for himself as well. Hopefully that boosts his trade value. But yeah, it was fun. It was fun just watching all these games for Team USA. The Sweden game was electric. The overtime goal by Quinn Hughes, that was very fun to watch. Just the entirety of the Olympic schedule is very fun to watch, even though like some of the other international teams, like you see the Team Italy's in there, you see some France's, you see to Latvia and all that stuff. But then there were some pretty electric games. Finland put up, Finland almost beating Canada. They go up 2-0 in the semifinal game, and then Canada comes back to win that game in overtime. Especially with USA versus Sweden, that was crazy. Czech Republic put up a good fight against Canada before getting eliminated. Slovakia put up some good fights too. So especially against Canada as well. So it was fun. It definitely was fun. So overall, this was, I would say, a very successful. And I can't wait for more Olympic hockey when it comes to the Olympics. Sadly, we got to wait 4 years. We got to wait another 4 years. And where is it at? What is it? In the French Alps, I think the next Olympics are in 2032. Or wait, 2030. 2030 is in the French Alps. So, yeah. And then they don't come back to the United States, I think, until 2034. I think that's Utah. They're back in Utah for the Winter Olympics. So, got a little bit here. But I definitely can't wait. Again, this in like just international hockey in general, especially in the greatest stage like the Olympics. It's so fun to watch. It is so fun to watch. You know, Connor McDavid putting up all the points in this tournament. You see Macklin Celebrini on the biggest stage in the world at 19 years old, being fantastic. That was fun to see. Just overall the intensity of this tournament, the intensity of the games, it just felt exciting. It just felt like playoff hockey. That's what it was. Playoff hockey is just one of the best things in the world, and especially when you put it on a grand stage internationally like the Olympics, it just adds a whole another layer to it, man. That it was just so fun to watch, and it worked out well with Team USA winning gold in both games, in both gold medal games. So that was very fun to watch. That was very fun to witness. And especially at the end, too, when they were doing all the celebration stuff with the Team USA players and the roster, you know, celebrating with the Gaudreau family when they were doing their pictures. You know, they every single game they had Johnny Gaudreau's jersey in the locker room hanging up, so that was a very nice gesture. That was beautiful. And then they take the first team picture, and then they do a bunch of other team pictures where they bring out Johnny Gaudreau's kids, which was like seriously, like who's cutting onions in that moment? Like you can't help but shed a tear. Like that was beautiful. That was wonderful. And seeing, you know, Johnny and Matt's parents, you know, you see Johnny's wife and all that stuff, his kids, his daughter, his son, like it was beautiful. It definitely was beautiful. And just good on them. Good on for the boys for finding a way. Good on them for finding a way. And what was it? First USA team to win gold since 1980. So yeah, and the first time they've done it with NHL players. Like they've been to the gold medal game with NHL players a couple of times. Obviously in 2010 when they lost to Canada in Vancouver, and then in 2002 when they lost in Salt Lake City. So this is the first time they won with NHL caliber players. So that was nice to see. But yeah, this was fun. This was great. This was fantastic. This was amazing. I just couldn't get enough of it. It just sucks that it has to end eventually. Like this was the final thing for the Olympics, the gold medal game, and I think the closing ceremony is like at 2 o'clock Eastern time when it's actually live for the Olympics. So it definitely sucks that it does have to end because this definitely was a very entertaining Olympics. Just you know, always having something to watch in the background, whether, you know, any type of event. It's always fun. Definitely always fun, especially the hockey. Can't get enough of it. Can't get enough of it. Always enjoy the Olympics. Whether it's summer, whether it's winter, it's always fun. It's always a very fun time for me personally, in my opinion. I do wonder, too, when we get to 2028 Summer Olympics in Los Angeles, how baseball in the Olympics that's going to be like. I feel like that's going to be electric. I definitely think that's going to be a little bit electric. Because as much as a lot of people like to poo-poo on the World Baseball Classic, that definitely was some very high-intense and very entertaining baseball. So I wonder, because they are doing the World Baseball Classic again this year, so that definitely will be very fun to watch, I would think. So it's it was just very fun. Like, seriously, I can't get enough of it. You know, seeing Jack Hughes with the 2 missing teeth in the celebration, like, you know, it's on the thumbnail, so you see that. It's just fucking amazing, man. Just watching the best on best in every single aspect. Just fun. You know, you see Jack Hughes, like, go right up for an interview, like, before, like, right after scoring the goal. Like, you know, him trying to talk with the 2 broken teeth. Like, that was fun. He's bleeding and everything like that. It's crazy, dude. It is absolutely insane. Oh, man. I can't believe it. Can't believe it. That's amazing. That is amazing. Seriously, I think Connor Hellebuck deserves a lot of deserves all the praise in the world for what he did, like especially in this game because that was just fucking fantastic, on how great he was. Actually, I do want to see his stats. I do want to see his full numbers for the Olympics. Let me see, Connor Hellebuck. Olympics stats. Let me see. Olympic stats. Let's see. Do they have his stats right here? Do they have his stats? Can I see his stats? Of course, he has the gold medal. Can I see his full stats? Do they not post his full stats? I don't think they do. God damn it. Schedule and results. I don't want to see the full schedule. I just want to see his stats. And of course, they don't put it on the goddamn Olympic website. Yeah, that's annoying. Let's see. Do they put it on Team USA Hockey's website stats? Let's see. Let's see. They don't. They don't have it updated. They probably will update it, but they don't have it updated yet. That's annoying. They have his stats from Four Nations face-off where he was actually pretty good in that as well. So, that sucks. That sucks. Let's see. Key stats and figures. Actually, Connor Hellebuck. I guess this was going into the game, or is this from the final game? Okay, goaltending leaders. Connor Hellebuck, he had a 9.56 save percentage in the tournament. Goals against. Is there a goals against? I guess they're just using save percentage. Yeah, I think they're just using save percentage. Just some other stats that are in here. You know, Connor McDavid, he had 13 points. Macklin Celebrini, he had 10 points. Celebrini, he had 5 goals, so he led the entire tournament in goal scoring. McDavid had 11 assists. Lucas Raymond had a really good tournament for Sweden. Quinn Hughes, I believe he led all defensemen in points with 8. Yeah, he did. So that's very fun to see. Celebrini was really good in this tournament, man. He was just insane. He was insane. Obviously, USA's penalty kill was perfect. That's just insane to even think about right there. Canada's power play was above almost 40%, and Jesus Christ, USA finding a way to shut them down. That's fun to witness, man. And I just see the one picture right here of fucking Nathan McKinnon just wide open net shanks it. Seriously, he scores this 99 times out of 100. He scores this. He scores this 99 times out of 100. Like, seriously. Am I going to be able to... Let me see. Can I bring it up on the screen right here? Let me see. Can I want to try to bring it up on the screen so I can just show you guys. So let me see. So let me add an element. Let me add an image. Let me upload the file. Let's see if I can bring this up for you guys. Right here. Right here. Right here. If he... seriously. 99 times out of 100... Nate McKinnon makes this. He scores that. How do you miss that? How does Nate McKinnon miss that? Seriously. 99 times out of 100, he makes it. It's crazy. It's crazy. What else? What else? I kind of do want to get the Gaudreau stuff here, too. I like the one picture right here of Jack Hughes with the bloody teeth and everything there. That was fun. Let's see if I can get that picture up for you guys so I could show that. Oh, jeez, that's freaking huge. My bad. There it is. Here's that picture right there. That's a beautiful picture. That's a beauty to see the 2 bloody teeth right there. Beautiful. What else is there? What else is there? Can I find the picture with Johnny Gaudreau, his kids and all that stuff? Where's the picture with Gaudreau and all that stuff? Yeah, there's where's that at? Where's that at? Where's that at? It was Austin Matthews. Austin Matthews has Olympic gold, so Toronto Maple Leafs fans are going to be very salty about that. It's like, oh, you won fucking Olympic gold, but you can't do shit for the Maple Leafs in the playoffs. It definitely is going to be one of the things they talk about there up in Toronto. Here's the picture with Matthews, Werenski, and Matty Tkachuk with the Gaudreau jersey during the celebration. Let me try to shrink that for you guys here so I can get it up here perfectly. Boop, 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 boop. There it is. So that's nice to see. That's always beautiful. The Boldy celebration was fun. Let me see. Is there anything else with Johnny Gaudreau's? I want to see the picture with the family on the ice. As I completely misspelled Johnny Gaudreau's last name on Twitter. Don't worry about that. Here's the picture. Here's the picture. Actually, that's not a good. I want a better quality one. There it is. There we go. There we go. Got a better quality one right there. Get this for you guys. There it is. Beautiful, beautiful stuff right here. See his daughter in the bottom left. You see his son in the middle with Dylan Larkin. Always beautiful to watch. Always beautiful to see that. It was just a nice moment. Definitely cutting some onions. Definitely cutting some onions. Oh, yeah, also the freaking save that Hellebuck had on Taves in the crease. Like, that was insane. Where is it at? Make that bigger for you guys. There it is. Like, serious, dude. Dude. Seriously. How do you fucking make that save? That is insane. That is ridiculous. Brother. Insane stuff. Connor Hellebuck. You can't script it any better. Crazy. Crazy. Is there any other good pictures here, actually? The entirety of Team Canada just fucking pissed. Those guys were pissed. They were like, what fuck more do we need to do? Insane. Yeah, definitely save of the century. There was also a good save by Charlie McAvoy as well in the crease, too. Like, he stopped the goal from happening. So, like, just insane stuff, guys. Just absolutely insane stuff. Of course now. All Flyers fans are now making the joke that Rick Tocchet's going to be so pissed about this that he's going to go even tenfold hammering down Matvei Michkov and all that shit. It's fucking hilarious. Oh, man. Oh, yeah. Oh, that's funny. That is funny. What else? What else is there? What else is there? Someone said Rick Tocchet realizing he can't blame his team losing on European player. That's funny. Like the celebration, the guys hopping off of the bench. That's actually really cool to see. I'll get that picture for you guys. I'm just trying to find if there's any good pictures else to even show. I'll get that there. It's a gigantic photo, so I got to shrink it here in the this. There you go. That's a good picture. Always fun to see there. Everyone has that freaking picture of Quinn Hughes, like just his blank ass fucking stare on the bench. That's funny. Oh man, that's hilarious. That is hilarious. Oh man, that was great. That was great. Let's see what else. Oh, we got the Canadians already getting salty on Twitter. Bunkus. JD Bunkus. I have no idea who this is. Biggest flukes in sports history. Congrats to the Americans. Never beat Sid when it counted when it needed a 3-on-3 bounce. Of course. Of course, people are like, seriously, I don't like that it's 3-on-3 too. You can't help it. You just gotta play the game where it's at. You gotta play the game how it's made. You know what I mean? It's crazy. 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 Can't make it up, boys. Can't make it up. Yeah. They lost in men's and women's, so they got two things to be fucking salty about. That women's game was fucking sick, too. That goal by Keller was sick in overtime for the women's USA team. And the women's USA fucking dominated that entire tournament. Yeah, they faced a little bit of adversity with Team Canada. They went down 1-0. I think that was the first time they trailed, like, since their first game in that tournament. So there was some adversity. Like, oh, are they crumbling under the pressure? They tie it very late on Hillary Knight's deflection. Keller with that beautiful goal in fucking overtime. That was beauty. That was a beauty to pull that fucking off in overtime, especially when it mattered the most. Insane. Fucking insane that you were able to do that. Like, props to them. Crazy. Crazy, crazy, crazy. Let's see. Let's see. What else is there? I'm just trying to see if there's any other pictures that I can do. I don't think there is. I don't think there is. Like I said, boys, I think this was just like the first time in like a very long time that I felt like like really pure sense of enjoyment watching hockey in a while. I feel like that's what it was. It's the Flyers really killed a lot of it for me. It's just seriously, like, now we got to go back to watching fucking Flyers hockey. Got to go back to watching Rick Tocchet hockey. Jesus, It's gonna suck. When's their first game? On Wednesday, I think. I think it is. Their first game. Let me look. I don't know why I'm putting myself through this. This should be a fun time here, but no, the Flyers, they gotta ruin it. I also know I probably could have should have done shows like on the whole like Philly stuff with Castellanos and the whole drama with Harper and Dombrowski. I just haven't had the time. The editing schedule these past few weeks have been insane. It's just leaving me tired. It's just leaving me exhausted and worn out. So I do apologize for that. But Phillies are coming back, so we'll definitely have more consistency with the Phillies and the recaps and all that stuff. Spring training obviously being underway and all of that too. So Flyers' first game is on Wednesday against the Capitals. They also play Thursday against the Rangers. So the back-to-back on the road. Jesus Christ. They play Saturday against Boston at home. Granted, I might not be going to that because that's also the same day as Elimination Chamber for WWE, and I'd rather watch that. And then if you look at their March schedule, oh, Jesus Christ. March 2nd against Toronto in Toronto. 5th at home against Utah. 7th on the road in Pittsburgh. 9th at home against the Rangers, 11th against the Capitals, 12th against the Wild, Blue Jackets, Western California road trip, Ducks, Kings, Sharks, Blue Jackets at home, Chicago at home, Detroit on the road. That's an 8 o'clock ABC game, Jesus Christ. Dallas at home on the 29th. That's a Sunday night game. Washington on the road on the 31st. Then you get to the April schedule. Detroit, Islanders, Boston on a Sunday. Devils, Red Wings, Winnipeg, Carolina, and Montreal to close out the season. Jeez. Fucking Flyers hockey, boys. And then the Sixers ruining the fucking vibes with the whole Jared McCain trade, even though I didn't have high hopes for the Sixers still. There was good vibes surrounding the team, and Daryl Morey ruined it. Classic. I know, Chris, I know you'll say something about Russ always hyping up the Sixers. Like, I'm not a hype up the Sixers type of thing. I'm more down on them than, Russ is, but still, there was good vibes surrounding them. Daryl Morey definitely ruined the good vibes. There's no good vibes. No good vibes with the Flyers and the Sixers. None. And honestly, there's no good vibes with the Phillies either. But still, I'd rather watch the Phillies than the fucking Sixers and the Flyers. Any fucking day of the week. Any fucking day of the week. Any day. And who knows, maybe the World Baseball Classic will be a distraction too. When does that start, actually? When does that start? World Baseball Classic schedule. When does that start up? World Baseball Classic schedule. Let's see. Starts... So they have their exhibition games against some of the spring training teams. That starts on March 3rd. Then everything really starts on... So the pool play starts on the 4th of March. And then you get So 3rd of March, 4th of March, that's when really everything starts up. So that should be interesting, at least. That should be interesting. But yeah. That's really it. I got a lot of you guys here in the live chat, so I'll get to you before we close it off. We don't have anything in the voicemail hotline, so I don't need to worry about that. But, yeah. I'll get to some of you guys here in the chat. We'll end it off. Here's a quote from John Cooper. John Cooper on the 3-on-3 overtime. You take 4 players off the ice. Now hockey's not hockey anymore. There's a reason overtime and shootouts are in play. It's all TV-driven to end games, so it's not a long time. There's a reason why it's not the Stanley Cup final or the playoffs. Canada. Seriously, same. I understand. 3-on-3 should not be the overtime style for playoffs, especially for Olympic gold, for an elimination game. 3-on-3 should not be the standard. It should not be the standard. Even 4-on-4, when it was 4-on-4, shouldn't be the standard. But you got to take advantage of the situation that you're in. Canada made the mistake in the overtime. USA took advantage of it. You can't do anything about it. I'll criticize overtime 3-on-3 in Olympics. It shouldn't be that case. You can't help that. About damn time USA wins gold at the men's Olympics. A 46-year drought is way too long, but it's so satisfying to see Jack Hughes finally put an end to it once and for all. Oh, yeah. American loyalist on George Washington's birthday. Canada deserved to lose because they are Canada and only reason they're Canada. How the fuck did Nate McKinnon not Nate McKinnon missed the empty net from Don Vito? I don't know, man. He's gonna see that in his fucking nightmares. I wish Canada got eliminated back at the quarterfinals, but we got the gold, and that's all that matters. Canada was definitely very close to getting eliminated a bunch of times, so I guess it was eventually going to come back to bite them in the ass. Connor Hellebuck is the best goalie in the NHL right now, hands down. Oh, yeah. Connor Hellebuck saved our asses, stood on his freaking head. I think that's Clayton Keller's sister. Let's see. Keller's sister. Megan Keller. Yeah, Megan Keller. Is that his older sister? Or the other? Yeah, Megan Keller. Yeah, it's his sister. Rick Tocchet sucks. Torts does not. That's the difference. Christ of 2020. Fired the wrong guy. Brought in the wrong coach. Oh, God. People enjoy watching hockey when you see greatness and excellence. Someone needs to convey that message to the Flyers front office from Raymond. I agree. Yeah, obviously Tocchet ain't going to learn shit from this Olympics. He's going to be like, oh, see, that's why you don't do skill and everything like that. You got to do grit and all that stuff. You got to play the right way, blah, 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 blah. See, that's why we didn't win. We didn't play the right way. That Hellebuck save on Devon Taves was with that shaft on his goal stick was, yeah, I don't know how he made that save, dude. Wiki doesn't. I wasn't looking at Wikipedia. I was trying to look at the Olympic stats or the Olympic website. His save percentage was .947 coming into the game, and it's ridiculous now. Yeah, it's got to be above .950 with the way that he played today. Rick Tocchet was telling Jack Hughes about Mitchkoff's weight and handshake line, wasn't he? McKinnon scores on that 100 out of 100 times, just happened to be 101. Save of the century, Jack Hughes is a god so happy as a USA Devils fan. Mitchkoff is going to get punished by proxy for this. Yep, sad. I'll be able to go back to watching Flyers hockey. Yes, I was at the Carnival American Loyalist. I was hanging around the goalie booth. Very successful Olympics for the USA overall. We usually do not do great in the winter games. How many? Let me see the medal total actually. Winter Olympics. Olympic medal count. Oh, wow, yeah. USA ranked second in terms of overall medals. They had 33 medals in total, and Norway had 41. Norway had the most. Netherlands was third. Italy was fourth. Germany fifth. France sixth. Sweden seventh. Switzerland eighth. Austria ninth. Japan 10th. Canada 11th. China 12th. South Korea 13. Australia 14th. Then you just completely go down the board right there. USA had, I guess this is updated after today, USA has 12 gold medals in total, 12 silver medals, and 12 bronze. Norway had 18 gold medals. Holy shit. Holy shit. Aren't you excited regarding the Phillies to be let down in October? I mean, don't get me wrong. I hate what the Phillies are doing. I hate the whole shit that's going down with like Bryce Harper and Dave Dombrowski and all that stuff. I hate the way that Dave handled it. I hate the way that Bryce is handling it. The whole Nick Castellanos drama and all that crap that came out with his release and all that crap. I still rather watch Phillies baseball. I just rather. At least they're going to at least give me the chance of being a playoff team and the chance of still winning a World Series. As much as I still don't think they're going to win one, they still give me that chance, at least. Like the other teams just don't. Especially winning. Yep. Maury is an arrogant prick. How much about Mitchkoff weight did Tocchet tell Cooper? Probably a lot. Kel McCarr hesitated for a split second, and that was it. Yeah, Clayton Keller was on the men's team. He wasn't used much. I think he was like he was like the 13th forward on the team or something like that in each game. 12 goals are the most in Winter Games history for USA. 33 over medal is the third most. Oh, wow. Did not know that stat. Yeah, I think, doesn't USA normally do better in Summer Olympics? I would assume. Yeah, World Cup, the World Baseball Classic is this year. World Cup is this year as well. There's a lot of international competition going on, so it should be entertaining. Then the Summer Olympics come back in 2028 in LA, so hopefully that should be good. Who knows? Let's see what else. Let's see what else. Yeah, Sixers and Flyers have no shot, and we all know it. No shot. Yeah. Will the Flyers, will they do something after this? Probably not. No, I don't see it. I don't see it. Because most of the states, yes. Yeah, so USA usually does do better in the Summer Olympics. So this was a good Olympics for the USA then. Seriously, I do can't wait for the Summer Olympics because I do actually want to see baseball in the Olympics because I've never seen that before. So I wonder how good that'll be. Since it'll be in America, it'll be in the USA. They'll probably play in Dodger Stadium and all that stuff, and they could probably use the Angels Stadium too. So they probably have 2 venues to use there. So that would be good actually. That's so that'd be smart. It'll be interesting. It'll definitely be interesting. So. Oh yeah, the blizzard that we're gonna be getting is it's eventually. I think it's raining right now. It's not supposed to snow. I think until like around 4 or something like that. But they changed it. It was a snow winter storm warning last night. I think this morning changed to a blizzard warning for us. So we're going to be getting around. I think around like a foot of snow or something like that. I think the latest models I saw were like between 12 and 18 feet. Hopefully it won't be as bad as the last snowstorm that was a few weeks ago where it just everything turned to ice. The temperature is going to be very varying over the next few days, so maybe the snow won't freeze, and maybe it'll melt easier, but still, like, over a foot of snow is still crazy, especially after this recent snow just melted, finally. Sanheim showed he could play on a high level on the top stage. Oh yeah, I thought Sanheim had a pretty good tournament overall. I thought Sanheim was good. I thought he had a solid tournament, so good for him. Good for him. Good for him. I thought Risto also played very well for Finland, so hopefully maybe that does up his trade value and everything like that. Maybe. Is Torts in the Triple Gold Club now? No, I live in Philly, American Loyalist. So Philly's also in the blizzard warning thing now. We had some showers this morning, but Clearwater should be okay, pal. Are the Phillies? I'm assuming the Phillies are playing at some point in a few. So, yeah. Interesting. I do gotta fucking figure out how I'm gonna watch the Phillies because we just ended Fubo since Fubo doesn't have NBC. I don't know. I gotta figure out how to work. I'll probably have to run the illegal streams until we can find a way. I can find a way to watch Phillies on streaming because we can't do the NBC Sports Philly edition to Peacock because our Peacock is free through Xfinity, and you can't add on the NBC Sports Philadelphia thing when you get Peacock through Xfinity for some reason. I don't know why. So I'm going to have to figure it out. I know I use my cousin's MLB TV account, but still, I'm not sure if that's going to be blacked out or not. It might. I'm not entirely sure. I don't have Hulu. I don't have Hulu. So, like, eventually, it's like me and my dad were doing the research yesterday that YouTube TV is eventually going to bring out like a sports specific package where it'll have all the sports channels, your local sports channels, and also comes with ESPN Unlimited, but they said they're not rolling that out until the fall or something like that. So, I don't know. It's weird. Because we still want to have ESPN Unlimited because we got that for free with Fubo. So, granted, we can still get that eventually. Because right now I do have a VPN, so I can use that stuff and watch WWE PLEs on Netflix with a VPN, so that still works. Because I have the VPN for another year. Yeah, I'll have to figure it out with the Phillies. I definitely will. So, like, maybe they'll show it on MLB TV since it's spring training. I'm not entirely sure, but it's crazy. Were they talking about? I don't know what MLB's fucking doing with the streaming shits. You know what I mean? I don't know. I don't know. So, I think this is where we should end it here, boys. Gone on for a good little bit here. 40 minutes. I appreciate people for tuning into this after not streaming in a while, so I do appreciate for the turnout. So yeah, we'll definitely be more consistent as the week goes on since we have Flyers back this week and Phillies are going to be on their way too. Maybe with the World Baseball Classic and all that stuff, we'll have some more baseball stuff to talk about. And if the Phillies piss us off even more, we'll talk Phillies too. So we'll see. We'll see. But I appreciate all of you here joining in the live chat, joining during the fact or after the fact or whatever it is. So don't forget to leave a comment in the comment section down below. Don't forget to drop a like. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. It does me a great deal of service. Also use the code TTPSPORTS, $20 off your first purchase at SEATGEEK. It's a great deal. Don't pass it up. Appreciate y'all. I definitely do. I apologize for not doing anything for the past 2 weeks. Editing schedule was very crazy with Brodes and Russ and all that stuff. But I do plan back on with the streaming and all that stuff to get some recaps out here and new stuff out for you guys. So appreciate y'all, and have a good day. If you're in the Philly area,